Hi guys, this is Mr. Tranquilo and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel. Enjoy it.
Hello, my name is Margo. I'm from Weymouth, Massachusetts, and you are watching the Astute Tourist channel.
My name is Kurt Wilson. I'm from Derry, New Hampshire, and I watch the Astute Tourist channel.
I'm Sean.
And I'm Barbara, and we're at the New Hampshire Grass Drags today, and you're watching the Astute Tourist channel.
Good morning and happy Thursday. I'm Jimmy, your Astute Tourist. Welcome. It is Thursday, May 18th. I got it right this time. It is not April, it's May. Wouldn't you figure? The picture is clear as a sunny, crisp morning, isn't it? Last night it was terrible. It was grainy. It was lagging. It froze. And here we are, bright and early at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the signal is perfect. I haven't done anything here in terms of the signal itself. So we're going to have to go with bandwidth usage in the neighborhood at that time of night. So I'm not sure what I can do. Maybe I'll go to Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll work. Who knows? Or not Wi-Fi. I'll go to my hotspot, rather, on my phone. That could work. I don't know. Not an expert. But good morning, everybody. Thank you for dropping in. Like I said, it is 6 a.m. on a Thursday morning. It was a cold night here in New England. It was probably down close to freezing. They said a frost alert. I went out this morning at 5 with the puppies. I didn't see any frost on the windshield, but it was cold. The heat came on, and it was quite chilly last night. So I hope all is well in your neighborhood and where you're from. But it was cold. We had the heat on, so Colleen was all bundled up with some extra blankets last night, and the dogs were snuggled right in. So everybody was keeping warm. Let's go over to the chat and say good morning to folks coming in. Sharon is here. Good morning, Sharon. It's good to see you. Number one in the house. My mom is here. Second one in this morning. Good morning, Mom. I hope you're enjoying your teas. Have you tried any of the different flavors that you got? I bought her a box of different assorted teas for Mother's Day. So hope she's enjoying that. Paul from PSV Odyssey is here. Good morning, Paul. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming in. If I can get the... There we go. Good morning to you, my friend. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for all your support as well. Matt from Backlash Fisherman is here. Good morning, Matt. How are you? Jen Cohen is here. Good morning. Happy pre-Friday. I almost read that wrong. I was going to say, did I sleep through a day? But good morning, Jen. Thank you for coming in. Scott Lone Cross MTP is here. Good morning, Scott. Charlie is here. Hi, chillin' Charlie. How are you? I hope all is well. I like that picture. It's a good picture of you, my friend. Yeah, it was chilly. It was a chilly, definitely a chilly morning. Let's see. Who am I missing? Ava Potterfield is here. Good morning, Ava. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I hope all is well. I was watching one of your lives the other day, and you had taken a video of the moon. That was awesome. What detail. You could see it, the craters and everything, and that was so cool. I loved it. If you haven't been over to Ava's channel, you need to check Ava out. She's one of the most happy, bubbly, talented people. When I say talented, she's multi-talented. She's a photographer and videographer and a very talented musician, her and her husband both. So you need to go over and check them out. Let's see, who else is in the house? My mom's asking me if I'm feeling better or did I get some sleep. I did. I got a little bit of sleep last night. I didn't really sleep that well, but I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Scott says it's 33 degrees there. Let's check my weather, see what it is here in southern NH. It is 33 degrees here as well. 58 degrees in North Carolina at 6 a.m. Let's see, did we miss anybody? 72 degrees in Central Florida, and she hasn't tried any tea yet. Scott says he got the stickers, and thank you. Are quite welcome, sir. Enjoy them. If anybody wants any stickers, it's just as easy as dropping me your address at theastutetourist@gmail.com and give me your address, and I'll drop them in the mail, and in a few days you'll have them. So, but I appreciate your support, Scott. Thank you, and display them well. Put them on, I don't know, your car window, or you have a motorhome or something you put them on, or put them on your computer. I don't know. What do you do with stickers? Matt says he's on the road as always. Matt gets up early, very early every day. He's up before the sun, and he's on the road to work. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Good morning, everybody. Cheers to everybody. Cup of Joe. That is the best sip of the day. It always is the best sip of the day. And we need to salute. We need to salute our friendly coffee drinking GI. There he is. Cup of Joe himself. But Matt, as always, he's always on the road. That was a tasty looking cocktail last night. It was actually very good. So last night we made, give me a second, the Royal Flush it's called. So it's Royal because it's made with Crown Royal. And I use the black, but you can use regular straight up blended Canadian whiskey, Crown Royal, peach schnapps, and cranberry juice with a cherry and an orange twist. And it was actually very good. So far, I think we're 100% as far as the cocktails that I like. I haven't made one that's bad yet. Although I'll be honest, the Manhattan, not that it was bad, but my goodness, is that strong. That's a strong drink. I could see where you would only really need to have one. Very, very strong, but good. So that was the Royal Flush. You can go, I was going to say you can go back and check out the replay, but that honestly, that was a horrible live stream as far as signal goes. Quality of it was terrible. Somebody said I did a podcast last night, and you'd be right. I guess you could hear me anyway, but it was not the greatest stream I've done. So, but I guess you win some, you lose some. And here we are this morning, and I'm looking at the stream. It's perfect, and it's got to be the bandwidth. I don't know if there's anything I can do on my end. I'm gonna have to consult some internet gurus on that. So Jen is in with the first joke of the morning. Why couldn't the bad sailor learn the alphabet? Because he always got lost at sea. I like it, Jen. You need to get us another one. We need another one for this morning. John is here. He is driving and listening. Good morning. 2 hands on the wheel, as I always say. Please drive safe. But I'm glad and I appreciate that you're here with us. Always great. Shirley is here. She greeted me bright and early with a good morning, and good morning to you, my friend. She is still looking for a new place to hang out and call home. So if anybody in the greater Newfoundland area knows of any nice places that she may possibly be able to take a look at, let her know. Ava says she loves doing moon photography. Yeah, there's you do a good job at it. Really good. I was going to say I'm impressed, but I mean, I am impressed, but not surprised because you're a very talented and creative lady. So, good job. Let's see who else is here. Shirley is saying good morning. Here's Ava's channel if you want to check her out. If you haven't been over to Ava, Potterfield and Friends, I suggest you go over. I'm probably going to get this wrong because I usually am wrong. But Ava, is it Monday and Wednesdays that you do your live streams? I don't remember, but let everybody know. Even if you're not going over to a live stream, you got to go check her out. Her and her husband, they are musicians and they're really, really good. So, let's see. Sharon, is that a hint? Do I need to make magnets? I'm going to have to make some magnets so you can put one on your fridge. Matt says he's been doing live streams fishing lately instead of filming. That's good. I watched this guy, the Canadian fishing musician. Has anybody seen him? Him and his wife. He does a lot of live streams while he's fishing. He's a very cool guy. Him and his wife, and he's usually up bright and early. Sometimes he'll do like 24-hour stream. He'll fish right through the day and into the night. But Matt, I'm gonna have to check out one of your lives while you're fishing for sure. We need more jokes. So all right, so let's jump right to it because Jen's giving us another one. What does a spy do when he is cold? He goes undercover. Oh, look at my smile. I love it. Smiles are good, right, Charlie? Look at that. Wahoo! Everybody is giggling, laughing. Yes. Okay, so see that? I got it right. Mondays and Wednesday mornings, music on Fridays. So you're definitely going to go over and check them out. They do a great job. Ava is usually up, I want to say around 9-ish in the morning. And she's having coffee and she's giggling and just there's a lot of fun going on over there. So you have to check out her live streams. Let's see. That means you don't have to edit, right? I wanted to edit that live stream last night. What a mess. Good morning, John. John must be at work. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks for coming by and checking out our Raglan Road video. I appreciate that. John and his wife, Nancy, have been down there several times. They spend they are snowbirds. So they go down to Florida in the fall or winter and come back here in the spring. If you've noticed, I'm drinking out of my Rally Creative coffee mug. Blaine and Mallory. Cheers and good morning, everybody. Let's see. Yes, please make magnets. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Paula's saying good morning to Uncle John. And Sharon says good morning to John and Nancy. So fantastic. So last night, if you were in the stream, although it was a terrible quality, and I'm not going to obsess on that, but I was telling you all what our day was like. I was very tired last night. We spent the last 2 days, Tuesday afternoon and evening into yesterday, all day fighting a forest fire. And we were successful in extinguishing it by about 3:00 yesterday afternoon. But they're very equipment and labor intensive. It's very tiring. And the ladies and gentlemen of our area fire service worked very hard and diligently, and they've got the fire out. So everyone did a good job, and the fire got extinguished. But then last night, I had just gotten into bed. I went to bed early. It was about 8:30. Very tired. Had just fallen asleep, and then the tone dropped. So the tone is when we get another call. They put out this radio tone. Comes across my phone, actually, for another brush fire. And I was like, oh my gosh. Here we go again. So being part of the command staff, if it's anything substantial, of course, I have to get up and go. So I turned on my radio so I could listen. And it was only a 10-foot by 10-foot. So it was something that the crews last night could handle very quickly and extinguish. So I was somewhat happy about that. And I was able to R&R, as we say, reset and roll over. So I reset my radio and I rolled over. But I was like, are you kidding? Not again. But if anybody is aware this time of year, it's usually the spring and then in the fall, it's brush fire season. The fire danger is usually high this time of year. So we're very careful with allowing people to do open burning. Here in the state of New Hampshire, we are the live free or die state. You do need a permit to burn. So that means campfires. And if you want to burn brush piles themselves for debris, to get rid of the debris, you do need a permit. But you can only burn on the days that the fire danger will allow. So the danger has been high. And if we don't get any rain soon, I expect it to rise up to the highest level, which would be a class 5, what they call extreme. And there'll be no burning. So I won't be surprised if we get another one today or tomorrow. It's just that time of year. But hopefully the crews are well rested. I know I got some rest last night, and they definitely work harder. Us as command staff, we have other roles. I end up doing a lot of walking in those types of incidents. I usually walk the perimeter of the fire to see how big it is. We have a mapping app that we use. It was between 3 and 5 acres. The big one that we had the other day, which I don't know if you're familiar with acreage, but that's pretty big. So Sharon says to Paul, I love that joke. John is saying good morning to everybody. Sharon said she was surprised that I was on last night. Yeah, I wanted to come up anyway. Look, it's like I was saying to my son Nick before I started the live. The show must go on. As a musician, I've played shows with the flu and sick. It's hard to cancel gigs, and that's just my performance ethic. So I was a little tired. We did end early. I probably would have went the full hour if the signal was any good, but it was just frustrating me. And you know how you get when you're tired and you're frustrated. You get a little cranky. I hope I wasn't cranky last night. I don't think I was, but yeah, it was time to close it up after about 40 minutes. So John says, how the heck do you get up this early? I wake up early, John. Even if I didn't have the alarm clock at 5 to get up, I think I'd probably wake up around between 5 and 5:30 anyway. My body just says, get up. You can ask my mother. I've been that way since I was a little kid. Usually I was the first one up at home. Rarely did I sleep in late, unless we had a late night. Now, when I was a musician, of course, usually our shows are late at night, anywhere between 10 and 1 a.m. So, I would sleep late after that, but that's, that's par for the course doing that. But on a typical, night, even as a kid, I'd wake up early. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, some of those fires are done by arson. There's some crazy nuts out there that just decide they're going to light some stuff on fire. Most of them are accidental, or they can be natural. depending. It could have been started by a hunter. It is turkey hunting season here. And typically those hunters, they usually have to be out of the woods by noontime. So they get up early, they go in the woods, and who knows, maybe one was smoking a cigarette, and next thing you know, there's a fire. Charlie says, I enjoy my fire pit in the backyard during the summer. Yeah, we all do. I know that we enjoy a good fire here. I ended up with a lot of debris that I burned from when we had that tree come down over the winter. And I burned it. I covered it all with a tarp, and I waited till it was pouring rain a couple weeks ago. When we had all of that rain, it seemed like it rained for 2 weeks. And that's when I burned mine. I was out there on a Saturday all day, because you can burn when it's actively raining here in this state. I mean, actively, not just, sprinkles or anything, but it was pouring out. And the fact that I covered it with a tarp days before kept it dry, and I was able to light it. And we burned that stuff up. I had a big pile. I mean, it was probably the piles I had. The original pile was probably the size of maybe a car, like a Jeep Wrangler. And then I had another pile that was about the same size, and I used that to feed the original pile. So I was up there most of the day burning, but enjoying a fire is nice. It's nice to hang out, have a cocktail, have yourself a royal flush out by the fire. Hi, Lily. Lily is here. Good morning to you. I am here. Sleepless night for you, huh? I'm sorry to hear that. It sucks when you can't sleep, especially when you're trying to sleep and you can't. Scott says he wakes up between 3:30 and 4 a.m. every day, no matter what. Isn't it funny, right? Now, were you like that as a kid? I know like I said, when I was young, I always woke up. I was usually the first one up. We were talking about that on, was it the Tuesday stream? I think it was Nostalgia Tuesday. And we were talking about Saturday morning cartoons and that. And I would usually be the first one up, and I'd get myself a bowl of cereal, and I'd sit down on the floor in front of the TV, and whatever was on, whichever cartoon was the first one on that morning, that's what I would watch. And sit there for hours. A couple anyway, depending on the time of year. If it was the summer, I get up and get dressed and was outside. I like being outside. Charlie says that I get up early too. This morning I heard the birds chirping and wasn't out of bed even a full minute and hit my foot on something. Ouch. A couple expletives exited my mouth, right? The proverbial Lego. I think any parent that buys Legos for their kids have probably stepped on a Lego at some point. And believe you me, if you haven't, talk about expletives. That hurts so bad. That little tiny pointy little piece of plastic. It's painful. Yeah, so let's see. Lily saying to Ava, I tried to sleep to your music. It didn't work this time. Sometimes your body just won't shut off. Scott says when he was younger, he was up before the sun rose up. What is that, Mom? My mother is saying, I can't get these comments to pop up. Does the bus go to Derry? No, the bus goes beep, beep, beep. What is that, Mom? Not sure what that is. I have a lot on my mind. It won't shut up and let me sleep, right? I get that way too. So that you have to, you got to go to some meditation sites on YouTube. Do it before you're gonna sleep. So during the day, go find some meditation sites, Lily. So take my advice, because I have one of those brains too, and I've learned to overcome it. It's breathing technique, it's relaxation technique, and honestly, if you go to some of these, and they're not long, you can do it for 5 minutes. Watch a couple meditation videos and learn how to meditate. And then when you lay down at night, you learn how to breathe. And honestly, and you learn how to focus and shut your brain off. And it works. It's like when I talk about PMA every day, how it works. That's not something I just said, okay, I'm going to be positive and every day it'll be great. You have to learn it and train yourself. But I think anybody that's in the chat that does meditation or knows anything about it, you realize what I'm saying is correct. So I think here's some homework for you. So when you have some time, go to a YouTube channel and find some, beginning meditation. And it sounds hokey, but it really, really works. I think you should try it. So there you go. Try that out for me. And I want you to report back and let me know how you're doing. John says, I've worked second and third shift for the past 30 years and have been trying to change my sleeping habits, but it hasn't worked yet. Imagine my folks used to work second shift, and they wouldn't get home until 11:30 at night. Hey, Stephen, it's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for reporting in. Stephen is a country singer. If you haven't been over to his site, you need to check him out. He's got a great voice and sings really well. Sharon is saying to Lily, I know what you mean. I was that way the other night. Couldn't sleep either. Telling you to try out that meditation. It'll work. Oh, okay, Mom. I'm sorry. I wasn't that quick on the uptake. Let's go. I'm still zipping through here. Lily says it's 3:30 there. Yikes. I don't get up that early. Ava says, I had to take asthma medicine, which is a stimulant. So only an hour of sleep for me. Oh, that's awful. I know that'd be like if I drank coffee in the night. So any of you that know me, I drink coffee. I take a break sometime around between 10 and 3 p.m. But I'll drink right before lunch, and then at 3 p.m. I have a couple more coffees, and then I'm done for the day. If I was to drink coffee with supper or after, yeah, there's no way I could go to sleep. No way I could go to sleep. So Jen right here, she's says she loves meditation, but practicing for years. So I think I'm saying the right thing, right, Jen, when I tell her that she should try that and that'll help her sleep. I'm pretty sure it will. Paul, I love to sleep. I even dream about sleeping sometimes. There was a time when I was going through my rough patch, and I was in that deep, dark chasm of depression. I never dreamt, and it was probably because I wasn't reaching REM sleep, rapid eye movement sleep. And I remember the first time realizing I had a dream. It was like this. It was like, I don't know, it was like a big revelation or something. It was awesome. And now I dream again. Seems silly, but it's something. It really is cool. So yeah, dreaming is good. I don't remember all the dreams I have, Last night, I don't remember any dreams. I'm sure I dreamt though, but Jen, you're always good. You remind me to do the business. Yeah, folks, hit that like button. If you haven't done that yet, please smash the like button, share us out, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. Also, for those folks that are back in the replay, if you want to leave us a comment down below, it's right down there in the comment section. Just leave us a comment about the video you're watching right now, and you can criticize if you'd like. We certainly take that into consideration, although we do appreciate positive reviews and comments. But please leave us a comment. That helps with the algorithm. Also, if you want to help support the channel, you can go to our Teespring store and help support us by purchasing a coffee mug. I would suggest a coffee mug. They're awesome. But you can buy T-shirts. You can buy beach bags. We have pint glasses. It's a good way to help support our channel while you're taking a little bit of the Astute Tourist with you somewhere, at least for a cup of coffee or glass of beer, or you head into the beach. You can also support us by going to our PayPal, directly to PayPal. 100% of your donations go to support the channel. And we do encourage you to give us a super chat or super sticker, but a portion of that, the proceeds of that, go to Google. So, but with PayPal, 100% goes right to the channel. So, we appreciate all your support. And again, like I always say, if you want a sticker, Jen's got some stickers and Scott just got his. So if you guys want a sticker, all you have to do is send me your mailing address at theastutetourist.com. I'm sorry, that's our website. The astutetourist@gmail.com. You can go to theastutetourist.com if you want. We do have a website, and it's a blog site. You can check that out. I haven't written an article in, I don't know, about a month. But if I had more time, I definitely would devote more to it. But I'm a busy guy. I'm burning the candle at both ends, which is no excuse. But anyway, yeah. So if you want a sticker, go ahead over and you can send that address to us, and we'll be sure to send one out to you as quick as we can. Let's see. Lily says, how are your parents doing? My parents are doing fantastically. In fact, if you see Nancy in the chat, that is my mom. And she's doing well. My dad is doing well, to be expected, of course. He's 88 years old. And but considering, and we spent 3 days with them, he's doing great. So I appreciate you asking. Have I tried to drinking unsweetened Kool-Aid before bed? No. What does that do? What does that do? Does that help you sleep? Lily says that would give me heartburn. I don't drink a lot of Kool-Aid. Never mind unsweetened Kool-Aid. What would that do, Sharon? Crystal Light Strawberry with no sugar. That sounds good. Paul says, he has another quote. Success is never final. Failure is never fatal. It's courage that counts. That's right. And failure is not an option. Failing at something in life is not a bad thing. Although it may, hurt your feelings or put you down for a little bit, but it's all part of growth. The failure in itself is if you fail and you don't continue to try to do something. If you just stop, that's the failure. Not continuing on to try to succeed. Failure is just a way of telling you that you need to try a different approach in order to find your success. Good morning, Billy. It's good to see you, my friend. How bad was the forest fire yesterday? No, it was Tuesday and yesterday. It burned nearly 5 acres, and it was extensive. There was one point, flames were up as high as probably 15 feet, 20 feet. And we know that because we look at the trees. Burns the bark and the trees. It was extensive. We were there until, I think we pulled everybody out of the woods yesterday at 3 p.m. I didn't hear of any calls going back to that particular site last night. I know the crews were going to check on it before nightfall, just to give it a once over. And I'll probably go up there at some point today just to take a walk and take a look. But it was extensive, and we did extinguish it. So thank you for asking about that. Helps me sleep better. I've never heard that. I'm going to have to check that out. Yep, staying calm. Remember, PMA, stay positive. And honestly, check out the meditation. I really think you should. It doesn't take long. It's only 5 minutes. And it's going to teach you how to shut your brain down so that you can mellow out. It really works. That's right, Jen. PMA, positive mental attitude. It really does work. I push it every day. You know I do. But I tell myself, this is what I do when I get up in the morning. And it seems hokey, but it's not. It's usually when I'm shaving, getting ready to do the stream. And I look at myself in the mirror and I tell myself, hey, you're going to have a great day today. You're a good person. You're going to make a difference in somebody's life today. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a successful day. And success comes in many forms. You know that, right? You know, success is not just becoming a billionaire or, completing a tough task. For some of us, success can be just getting out of bed in the morning and getting on with your day. And for those of you, you know what I'm talking about. So do that every day because it works. And then try to be positive every day. It's like when I end my streams, talk about making a difference in someone's day. You may, by making a difference in somebody's life, by smiling or saying hi to them, and when they smile back, guess who else's life it's making a difference in? Yours. It's like when I look at your pictures, and Jen, I'm gonna use you. Look at her picture with her big smile. Look how bright her face is and smile is. Doesn't that look good? And it makes me smile when I see people smiling. And it's not just a photograph. It works in person. Look at those two. Look at the smiles. Smiles are good, and they help us. They help you get through it. Get through whatever it is, so that you can have a successful day. Look at Ava. Look at how bright her face is. Now, her husband, on the other hand, and I'm going to pick on him. He's he is awesome. He makes me giggle because during their live streams, he doesn't say a whole lot. He just sits in the back and he plays his music. He's very attentive and very serious, even like his picture there. But look at his eyes. Does he look angry? No. He looks pretty content to me. So when you walk up to somebody and you smile at them, most of the time people are going to smile back. And if they don't, that's their issue. They need to get over. So when you're trying to make a difference in someone's day, it's also going to help make a difference in your day. that's my point to this. So Sharon says, "Hey Jimmy, you ever tried a hot shower before bed? I've done that quite a few times myself. Actually, I used to shower before bed. Um, Usually when I'm out fighting fires like I did yesterday, I took a shower before I started the live stream. I get filthy, but most cases I'll shower in the morning. Um, it's something I've been doing for quite a long time, and it helps me wake up. A nice hot shower in the morning. Sometimes a cold shower, believe it or not, works. Doug is pretty quiet. Yeah, he is. Not in a bad way, though. I'm not picking on him at all. He's very subdued, very serious, and he's a great guitar player. You guys, I bet, and I don't know you very well, but you guys are probably the perfect balance. I think that's why, there's no chance meetings. No such thing as a chance meeting in life. And I can say that for Colleen and I. We balance each other well. It's like the scale, when you find the right person, somebody's usually the extrovert, and not necessarily somebody being an introvert, the other person, but we just balance each other out very well. And I know that I can tell that you and Doug are definitely, you're a good balance. Yeah, I'm not saying he never talks. I'm just saying he's very subdued, and he sits in the background and he does his thing. Yes, Lily, I am a firefighter. 40 years this year, 40 years in June. Being a firefighter, I started right out of high school, and I'm still doing it. Good morning, Tom. Aloha to you, my friend. Making coffee. You're on your third cup. Actually, this is only my second cup this morning. Usually it'd be my third, but when I'm done, I'll make another one. And if I have time, then I'll make another one for the ride to work. So I absolutely love coffee. But whatever you drink in the morning, coffee, tea, water, it's all good stuff. A hot toddy before bed helps you sleep. Absolutely. So after the stream last night, I made another one of those Royal Flush drinks, and it was perfect. It helped me sleep. Although I don't think after the 2 days we had, I don't think I needed anything to help me sleep. I crashed right out. That's why when we got the call for the brush fire, I had just fallen asleep, and it came in for another brush fire. She came in late into the stream. We had another one last night, but it was small. And I was so disappointed. I'm like, oh my gosh, we have another one? I think it was probably around 9:30, 9 o'clock when the call came in. But it was only a 10 foot by 10 foot, and it was very close to the road, and they were able to extinguish it very quickly. So I didn't have to get up and go in. But the two Royal Flushes were good. Right. Some of us have to have a mocktail, and I encourage that. I encourage a mocktail. That's why I say when we do hump day cocktails, cocktail doesn't mean it has to have liquor in it. Kenny's a good example. He drinks Shirley Temples and that. No booze in those, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's all about the fellowship more than it's about the drink. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. This past Saturday, I had a kid ask me, Did I have any food I could give him? I didn't ignore the kid. I gave him my 2 sandwiches, and I also gave him a couple bags of groceries. Wow. Okay. Very good. That's a good thing for you. Being hungry can be terrible. You're a good person, Sharon. Thank you for that. That's definitely making a difference, right? I use EFT tapping for insomnia. It helps quiet my racing mind. Um, Forgive me. EFT tapping, is that when you do this? The bilateral sensory stuff, is that what that is, Sharon? Jen? I'm not familiar with that. Tom says, I don't lay down until tired. I don't watch TV in bed. That's good. They tell you not to watch TV. In fact, my counselor, when I was going through counseling, she told me, do you have a TV in your bedroom? And I said, yeah. She said, pull it out of your bedroom. I didn't pull it out. We still have it there. Some mornings when I wake up on the weekend, before I actually get up, I'll turn it on and watch a little bit of news, but I don't really lounge in bed. When I get in it, I sleep, and when I wake up, I get out. Once in a while, I'll turn it on before I fall asleep, but it's not for very long. And when I say not for very long, 10 minutes maybe. I'll turn it on and then I'll shut it off and go right to bed. Sharon says, if I can give, I'm going to give, but of course I have to tell my brother to back out of my business. Yeah. Yeah, we've talked about that before. Yeah, there you go. Sometimes white noise helps. The rain, thunder. We have a sound generator. Okay, Jen. Yeah, it's different than the bilateral work. Okay, but you're familiar with the bilateral. That's what I use. I actually have a set of headphones with a visor that goes over my face. It was given to me by my counselor. Or not given to me, but what it'll do is I hear sounds. So I'll hear a stereo sound, but then during that, you'll hear a different pattern of voices and sounds that go back and forth. And with your eyes closed, you'll still see these lights through your eyelids. And it's not aggravating. It actually helps. And that's a treatment that I've had to use because I suffer from post-traumatic stress from the job and other things. But it has helped me. It has really helped me a lot. So the bilateral work does help a lot. But I'm going to check this out. So the tappingsolution.com. Let me write this down because I'm intrigued by this stuff now. It's amazing the things that are not that complicated that can really help you, like PMA, like meditating. Tapping Solution. Like we've talked about too, frequency is another thing that helps. Yeah, sometimes there's I think there's gloves that you can wear that are connected to a device, and you'll feel the tapping. And it's not a rhythm; it's just random tapping. You may get 3 here and 1 here, and then 1, and it does something and stimulates your brain, and it really works. Yeah, that was my day yesterday. When you don't sleep and you have to work or do whatever for the day, it can make it a very long day. Try to relax. Like I said, check out the meditation, honestly. does sound hokey. I used to be, before I employed any of those techniques into my life, I was like, really? Some frequency around and positive think, yeah, sure. This isn't Star Wars, but it is. There's something about it. Your brain is a fascinating organ. And there are forces around us that we're just not aware of that you can use to your benefit. It sounds hokey, but it's not. It works. I'm going to definitely look into it, Jen. That's this stuff fascinates me. So the tappingsolution.com. I'll definitely check that out. Sharon says, it's like if I was hungry, I'd want someone to give me food. I mean, I don't put people that's less fortunate than I am, and I don't put anyone that's disabled either. Love to help people. Helping is good. And like I said, when you make a difference, right? It's also affecting you. It's affecting you. You know why? It's PMA. It's positive energy. By giving that person that food, guess what you've done? You like, now let's say they're really hungry and they're like, I'm starving. They're like, oh my God, somebody gave me something to eat today. I'm going to make it through another day. It's definitely positive. And you're like, I'm going to give you this stuff to help you. That's positive too. That's the positive energy attracting itself. That's why we push that negative energy out of our life. Push it out. Negative energy is no good. We don't like it. We push it out. Positive energy attracts positive energy. And it helps you. It definitely helps you. Oh, you're welcome, Lily. I just saw what you said. You're very welcome. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you all here. Thank you, Jen. You're always there to remind me. One thing that we do with the proceeds that we get from your generous donations and your support is we definitely support an organization called Helping Hands for Cruising. Most of you know about them. They are a group of generous folks that started this. They started this charity organization to help somebody, a deserving person, a couple, a family, be able to take a dream vacation, a cruise vacation of a lifetime. Somebody that either does not have the means to be able to do it. They may think that because of their physical ability, they wouldn't be able to do it. It helps them be able to take a cruise. We all know Kenneth Oakes, our good friend Kenny. Kenny had never seen the ocean, never mind take anything like a cruise like that before. And he was the very first recipient. Talk about making a difference in someone's life. That changed his life forever. And now he's going on another one. In fact, he has his own sponsored cruise he'll be doing. And that'll be in October. Sometime around the booze cruise is when him and Crystal, I think, Destination Delight, they'll be doing their cruise. So James L. Catneys and his wife have gone. Scott and Amber from Kicking It Country have gone, and there'll be many others to come. So it's a worthwhile organization. I think if you're not familiar, it's something you should check out. And if you have any questions or you want to see what they're all about, go over to helpinghandsforcruising.org and you can learn all about them. So good stuff. Jen, thank you. You're always there to help me stay on track. You're going to be my director, my producer. It could save a life. You never know. That's why I said when you make a difference in somebody's life, everyone has a story. Oh, my back is killing me. All that walking. you never know. You never know what their story is, and you could change it just by giving somebody a sandwich like you did. Um, all we have to do is make it through the day. Just worry about getting through the day today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow hasn't come yet, and yesterday is come and gone. So we don't worry about that. We just live for today. Sometimes I have sleepless nights because I have depression and anxiety. Maybe I should not tell you all that. You can. I talk about mine. Don't be ashamed of it. A lot of us suffer from depression and anxiety. I have it. I've been diagnosed with it. I take medication to help me because of it. But you know what's worked the best is meditation, me employing the positive mental attitude and taking a better positive outlook on life. Honestly, it works. I'm asking you, Lily, just to try it. Try it for a couple days. Go look at a meditation site. And when you're alone, don't be ashamed of yourself. Life can be tough sometimes. It can be real tough time. A lot of things that bring us down, you know. People with addictive personalities, I have it. I could smoke. I smoke butts. I smoke 2 packs a day, one after the other. I could easily become an a drug addict to certain drugs. Alcohol, thank God, doesn't do that to me, and I don't drink a lot of it. But we all can have addictions. You can be addicted to a lot of things. So you have to be mindful of that stuff. But depression can affect any one of us at any time. And then you just start to go down a hole. And that's where I was headed. I was headed down a deep, dark hole. So when I tell you that PMA works and that I'm living proof, the key word there is living. Because there were days, not a day, there were days and months and years that I didn't want to get out of bed. And I would go to bed at night and hope that I didn't wake up. Because depression is painful. And if nobody's ever had depression before, just know that it's physically painful. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. And look at me. I don't want to say that, but look at me, because I'm alive today because of all that help I got. And meditation is one of the things that has helped me. And employing PMA into my life. My wife is one of the ones that helped me with that. She uses PMA. She was doing it long before me. Long before me. So Lily, don't ever be ashamed of being depressed. We all can have some version of it. So we can all have some sort of form of that. But successful people are the ones that recognize there's a problem and then you do something about it. And I know that you can as well. Life will get better. Better living through pharmaceuticals, right? But don't just use they work. And I look, there was a time when I'm like, oh, I don't need these anymore. And then down the hole I went again. I don't take a lot, but some of us have chemical imbalances, and that can lead to your depression. Good, I'm glad. Definitely try it. I swear to God, it's going to make a difference in your life. It really will. But just don't do it once. You need to try it a few times. It's like practicing the guitar. You're not going to learn the guitar in one lesson. So just keep doing it. And then you let me know if I was wrong or not. You let me know if I was wrong. I have a feeling you're going to tell me that I wasn't wrong. You're right, Paul. It does. It takes a ton of courage. You have to admit that there's a problem. That's the biggest hurdle. Let me put it this way. That was the biggest hurdle for me. I had actual people coming to me and saying, "Hey, dude, what's going on with you?" "Oh, what are you talking about?" "Nah, I'm good. Everything's good." Everything wasn't good. And once you get over that big hurdle of admitting to yourself that and getting the courage that you need to seek some help, that's when positive changes start to help. Positive things happen, right, Jen? Self-hypnosis. And that's what the meditation is, really. You're going to change the way that your body works. You're recovering alcoholic and addicted. It's hard, but I have 13 years drug-free and almost 8 years sober. And are you kidding me? That's something to be proud of. That's something to be proud of. 13 years and 8 years. You need to pat yourself on the back. You need to get up and look at yourself and say, "You know what? I'm a good person. I'm a good person and I'm trying. And things are working." Look at 8 years is nothing to shake a fist at. That's a long time. You've done great. And you're going to continue to do great. You're going to do great things. You're going to feel better. You're going to begin to sleep. You're going to look at yourself and you're going to tell yourself that you love you. You have to. We're going to continue this again tomorrow. But I'm already at the 1 hour mark and I can't be late for work. But Lily, I want you to try that meditation. I want you to talk to yourself in the mirror. It seems goofy, but do it. Tell yourself things are going to be good. And you're going to have a good day. So with that said, don't forget PMA, positive mental attitude. It really works. And when I tell you that I'm living proof, believe me when I tell you, there's a reason why I'm here today. There's no such thing as a chance meeting. I think you've all been brought into my chat, and I've been brought into your lives and your streams and that. We've all been brought together. We're here to do something good for each other. So continue to employ your positive attitude. That positive energy draws positive energy, and it's going to help you get through the day. Believe me when I tell you. Think about our first responders, the men and ladies that are out there every day, 24 hours, 7 days a week, working behind the scenes to help keep us safe every day. Our men and women of the armed services as well. They're putting their lives on the line every day. They're out there on the wall protecting our freedoms and our liberties, keeping us safe from harm and evil throughout the world. So think about them. And also think about that flag, red, white, and blue. I love and I respect that flag. It means more than the cloth it's printed on. It's an idea, it's an ideal, it's a way of life. It's freedom, it's liberty. My state's motto is live free or die, and I believe that wholeheartedly. And that flag is my freedom right there. So never take it for granted and always respect that flag. I appreciate you guys for coming in. And like I say, I love it and appreciate you guys. So know that, and I mean that. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm running overboard. Thank you guys for coming in. I want to wish you peace and love from way, way deep down in here. My name is Jimmy. I'm your astute tourist, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Walkabout Friday. Bye-bye.